also, I'd like to have the Secretary of the UN Secretary, who's going to introduce the Superintendent of the School District. His name is Orlando Garcia.
Dr. Lowell Billings was appointed to the superintendency in October 2002. He has spent over 34 years in public education, serving in a variety of capacities including teacher, principal, director of research, and director of technology. In 1991, he became the assistant superintendent for instructional services in the Chula Vista Elementary School District, and in 1996, became the assistant superintendent for business services. Dr. Billy doctorate curriculum and instruction from Northern Arizona University. MicroSociety guests, please welcome Dr. Lowell J. Billings.
Thank you. How about another nice round of applause for our students, and I'm sure your students are equally wonderful. It's a great pleasure to be here today, and I think that our board member, Verica Lopez, really framed the whole thing. It's about making school relevant to the students we teach, and I'm speaking to the choir. You're all here for the right reason. John Dewey once said, school is not preparation for life, school is life. But somehow we lost that vision. And too often we walk into our classrooms in America and we find students disengaged, covering lots of content, but not having any context for learning. And that's where MicroSociety comes in. It builds that powerful learning, which means that students will do well in real life, will do real well on high-stakes assessments, will pass all of the achievement standards that we put before them, because they have something to hang that learning on. When you visit Chula Vista Learning Community Charter School tomorrow, you're going to see a group of wonderfully motivated, dedicated, and committed educators, the families that are engaged in that school, and of course our beautiful and wonderful students. The leadership there under Jorge Ramirez has had, I think, a remarkable impact on that school and community, and it's been a remarkable journey. I think you'll feel the passion and you'll feel the excitement as you tour the school district. And again, I'm back to our board member. I think you see her passion and her commitment, and it's a great pleasure working in a school district where we have 44 schools. We have common goals for all children, but we also have multiple pathways, exciting pathways to prepare our children for a global world, and that is a tall order. My hat's off to all of you. Again, we're speaking to the choir. You're the leaders in public education today. You're making learning relevant, meaningful, and applied. And it's wonderful to have you here in San Diego, and it'll be wonderful having you in our school district tomorrow. So thank you for inviting me to the conference.
Thank you. We're going to jump a little bit in our program. A little later on, we're going to do a series of awards, and I'm sure a lot of you are excited about that. In fact, a lot of you will walk away very happy. Don't make me start tapping. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to actually have to present an award to someone who has to get on a plane. It's a good thing he has to get on a plane, because he specifically asked me not to give him an award. And because he's getting on the plane, I will be able to survive the night and not have to, deal with his wrath, because he was very insistent, very humble man. But I have to tell you that some of you have already met him this morning. He's the winner of this year's award for Outstanding Community Partner. And this award embodies the spirit of entrepreneurship as well as the spirit of philanthropy. And this person was already well known in his community as someone who cared deeply about young people. And he had already been helping provide resources for this school through a reading program and worked with some of the students on other projects. He was approached by a very zealous, very determined, very committed young lady about MicroSociety. And of course, being the fine businessman that he is, he did his homework and went out of his way to see that this program really was all that was cracked up to be before he ultimately not only made his own financial commitment, but paved the way for others, his business friends, to also make a program possible in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So for his critical support for Durango School and his efforts to extend the program further through the city, and as a result, as a matter of fact, Albuquerque is going to soon be one of our biggest MicroSociety cities. So let's have a good unless there's another city here that wants to beat them to it. But ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to honor this year's recipient of the Outstanding Community Partnership Award to Mr. Juno Raby.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I know we've got lots of stuff to do. I'd like to thank Keith and Carolyn and MicroSociety for this award, for which I believe I did very little to merit. I'd also really like to thank Durango Elementary School, Gabe and Josie, who took a very small, believe me, a very small financial commitment and turned it into the huge success of MicroSociety is at Durango Elementary School. And I'd also like to thank, importantly, all you educators. I have 3 daughters, and their futures I have in my hands. You, every day, every year, have futures of many children in your hands, and I want to thank you for MicroSociety and your schools and the commitment you made. So again, thank you very much.